Hey folks, welcome to Friday's new Let's Play. Because I'm pissed off with Wasteland because it kept the probability of stuff was just pissing me off to no end. So this is Pillars of Eternity. Reason I've chosen this game, I have played it a bit before. In fact, how long have I played it for? 16 hours total. So there are characters in it. We'll go with normal. So there are characters in it, but then you can add your own. So I can have subscribers and regular commenters and stuff. So, yeah. Then once we complete this here, we can go on to Pillars of Eternity 2. So we'll start with character creation once it loads up. It's very Dungeons and Dragons like. Quite a few selection of characters as well, which will be revealed, I hope.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the Caravan Master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay. So part of a caravan. And yeah, if you do want a character made based on yourself, throw in the comments. I'll go through the different aspects, so you can tell me what you'd like. I do know you do get like a base of operations eventually. So yeah, right. So this will be Omi. I will go next, so you can be human, which adds 1 resolve and 1 might. Aumaua. I'm very sure there's like subclass or sub races as well. Yeah, so you've meadowfolk, ocean folk, savannah folk, which also has your fighting spirit. Once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50% endurance, which endurance, I believe, if memory serves, is health. Folk temporarily gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. And yeah, it's the same for all of them. So yeah, then class. So you have human, and then base mix influences your appearance. Aumaua. So your island, armed to the teeth. All island gain an additional weapon set. Tower physique. Coastal Aumaua gain bonuses to defend against prone and stun effects, which would be good for a tank, I suppose. You have Dwarf. Oh yeah, and typical, just +2 might. Dwarf, +2 might, -1 dexterity, +1 constitution. And they're tiny and cute. So you have Boreal, Dwarf. Again, +15 accuracy against any creature of the wilder or primordial types. Mountain Dwarf. Bonus to defend against poison and disease attacks. Elf. +1 dexterity, +1 perception. You have Pale Elf. All Pale Elves have increased burn and freeze damage reductions. Or Wood Elf. Against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away, Wood Elves gain bonus to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. So, perfect for bow people. You have Orlan, +1 resolve, -1 might, 2 perception. Hearth Orlan, minor threat when attacking any target that is also being targeted by a teammate. Hearth Orlans convert some of their hits into crits. And Wild, being subjected to a will attack, Wild Orlans temporarily gain a bonus to all defenses. And then you have Godlike. +1 dexterity, +1 intellect. Fire Godlike. Death Godlike. Death's Usher. When Death Godlike attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. Fire. When you're just below 50% endurance, Fire Godlike glow like metal in a forge, gaining damage reduction, doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits them in melee. Moon Godlike, which is cool. Silvertide. Every encounter when you're just below 75%, 50%, 25% endurance, generate waves of healing moonlight to restore endurance to them and their allies. And then Nature grants a bonus to might, constitution, and dexterity when endurance is below 50%. So I'm really tempted to go with Death Godlike, to be honest. But I sort of wanted to focus on charismatic. So is there charisma? I'm just going to skip through these real quick because I want to check. Right, might, constitution, dexterity, perception, intellect, and resolve. Mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. So I want resolve. So these little guys have resolve. I don't. So we'll go with the Hearth Orlan. And then we have the classes. Barbarian. Which do they have? Yeah. Which Chanter. So that's lore and mechanics. Barbarian. It's athletics and survival. Cipher. Stealth, lore and mechanics. Druid. Lore and survival. Fighter. Monk. Paladin. Priest. I suppose I should read more into this. Ranger, Rogue, and Wizard. So, we'll go with Chanter, because that's, cause you get phrases, enchants, invocations, lore and mechanics. So then we can learn 2 of these chants, essentially. So that one increases movement rate and reflex of all allies in the area of effect. Dull the edge, reduces slashing and piercing damage of enemies in the area of effect. Thick grey reduces concentration of enemies in the area of effect. So I think makes spells and stuff take longer to cast. That drains a portion of endurance from all enemies. So it's basically like a poison, which I think I'll keep. And then emboldens allies in the area of effect, giving bonus to fortitude and will. Actually, you know what? I think I'll focus on buffing people, and then rely on those around me. Yeah, that sounds like a solid idea. Oh shit! Invocations. Calls behind the shroud and summons a phantom to fight for the party. Lasts for 12 seconds. That reduces damage. Reduction of enemies in the area of effect. So I think that's if anyone has like a buff that reduces damage reduction, that reduces the buff, I think. That one summons 3 skeletons to fight for the party. Increases the slash and shock damage reductions for allies in the area of effect. So people take less slash and shock damage. That one creates a thunderous explosion that stuns and shoves enemies in the area of effect. Drains. Create 3 bolts of lightning causing shock damage to any in their path. White worms. Nearby downed enemy to explode. Right, I think I'll go with the summoned skeletons. Okay, now we have points. Yeah, so if you are putting a comment for a character you would like to have representing yourself, I know I can't go through every single class and their abilities, but let me know what you would like to focus on. So, for example, if you want to be a fighter who focuses on defensive stuff, let me know fighter, defensive fighter. Or an offensive fighter if you want just focus on damage dealing, or that kind of stuff. So let's see. Resolve. We'll crank that up a good bit. And then Constitution. And just so we don't get negative effect. And I'll throw the rest into yeah, okay. Culture, so +1 resolve for either. Deadfire Archipelago, so this determines your starting weapon and your stat boost. So far we're going with that one because it adds resolve and I want leadership. That one also adds resolve. So do I want a 2-handed weapon, or do I want a sword and a shield? Well, saber and a shield. Old Vela, intellect. Roatai, constitution. Living lands, might. The white that wins, perception. Let's go with this one, because I feel like I need a shield. Background, aristocrat. So you have lore. It's miscellaneous knowledge and trivia. Lores used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the character to use higher level scrolls. Drifter, stealth, obviously it's to attempt to avoid being seen or heard. Mechanics, traps and locks can be a problem for even the toughest adventurers. So mechanics lets you higher the mechanics skill, the more accurate the trap. In conversations and scripted interactions, mechanics can be used to activate or disable a variety of machines. So you can use mechanics to place your own traps, make it easier to open locks and find and disable traps. Labourer has athletics, which I know in some cases you can scale walls, which needs a certain athletics level. Once per encounter, characters with athletics can use the second wind ability to recover lost endurance. Athletics score increases the effect of second wind. Conversations and scripted athletics is used for physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. So merchant adds to lore mechanics. Scholar adds to lore. Dissident adds to stealth and lore. Hunter, stealth, survival. Survival allows characters to choose from a variety of long-term bonuses each time they camp. First 6 ranks grant the following bonuses: 1 damage reduction, received healing multiplier, bonus movement, yada yada yada. At their 6th rank, the previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. Also be used in conversations and scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenges or specialized information about nature. And then there's athletics and lore again, and lore. So I think I want one with at least mechanics. So merchant maybe? Because that gives lore and mechanics. Really, or athletics and mechanics. Yeah, let's go with merchant. Right. So we can select. So that's the primary color of the armor. So we'll go with the blue. Accept. And secondary. Let's go with the white. Skin, we'll leave that the same color. And hair, let's go darker. So facial hair. Let's go with a fabulous mustache. And we'll go with head 1. Hair. No, maybe just keep that one. Yeah, we'll just keep that hair. Then voice.
Yeah? Watch and learn.
No prisoners!
Shh. I'm here. Follow me. Let's go!
My eyes are peeled.
Just say the word.
We'll go cocky, because I'm a cocky motherfucker. Right. Oh me. And that's us. So again, let me know male, female, the race, class, culture, or just general bonus stuff. Any particular color scheme for your hair, primary, armor, and secondary. And then we'll just sort of go from there. Okay, so Caravan Master finishes addressing the grip. Bushy red mustache and sagging jowls, quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward the looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
So he looks over his shoulder at his assistant, lanky, intense man named Sparfell. He carries an old sun-bleached bow. Looks like that bloke there. And he said that, I know you want to hunt to him. Sparfell nods and slides the warm bow over his shoulder. Okay, so I can dialogue, where would I find these berries?
Grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those
Nothing
ruins?
you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Okay.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Little dialogue box. Characters, attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. Manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Okay. So we did build these.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
It's a dangerous
Not
out
if you
here.
hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather did they
This
get
time
out
of
here?
year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't
Those
got
ones there.
Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about
Hold
those
on.
berries.
Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Ready when you are.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for...
Okay.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need?
Let's see what you got. Right, well, stores like the trade. I shall equip this. Okay. And we have a piglet. Smashing. Let's make through the eastern reach, open the area map to see what you have. Okay. That's the pause button. Okay, so that's the area map. Then there's a scroll faster button. So you have fast mode and you have slow mode. We'll take everything. Corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves of dark. Yeah, it's down here too. Tab key to highlight interactive objects. Okay. There's
This
one.
is recent. Not good.
We'll take their beer. Footprints around campfire are indistinct. I've been here for days or longer.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Right. Combat uses pausable real-time system because you'll often manage more than one character at a time. Good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. Option menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, such as the start of a battle. Right, so this is my taskbar for each individual. So that's use 2 per rest, edit enchants, chant 1, which is the active one.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Engage in melee. When characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. Move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack from the enemies engaging them. Your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attacks against them with melee weapons. You scored a crit. Straight off the bat. Sweet. Crit is a better result than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that do damage will do more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have increased duration on crit. Grazes are worse than hits and suffer decreased damage and effect durations. There we go.
Not a problem.
This is it.
You receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open it up to review your notes. It demonstrates something about you being in business for yourself. I used to transport things people wanted kept secret, goods, people. I piloted cargo ships, I ran a shop. That isn't your business. Okay, I piloted cargo ships. We'll go with that. We were attacked by privateers, our ship was taken. We were left to die at sea. I made it out, but I've lost my taste for that life. Or I was cast out in a mutiny, or had a big fight with my superiors about the way the ship was being run. They got rid of me. That isn't your business. Attacked by privateers. Tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radric's offer makes Igor think. I'll give him that. Are you here to settle like the rest of us? Hard offer, not to pass up. Settle here, start a new life. Lay low for a while, try not to draw attention, getting filthy rich. No idea. Okay. I'm wasting time here. Download it in. Let's be on our way. Okay. That's what it feels like. Check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way, so it's where we were first time. And we'll
We shouldn't stray too far.
oops. So we'll chill down this way real quick before I call the episode. And
Went hunting.
full water skin added to the stash. Oh. Out of the trees emerges Sparfall. Strange into his gait. Stride wobbly as he moves toward you with laboured breath.
Sparfall? Are you alright?
Sweet.
Ambush!
Right, I shall go for you, and you shall go for him. Right, and you shall knock him down. And I'll just continue chilling. Weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to penetrating enemies at damage reduction. The attack hits, the arrow will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about it when that happens. Take heed, note the damage type that's being blocked and switch to a weapon or a spell that does a different type of damage. So obviously this does slash damage, and hers does slash and crush, because she's two weapons. Oh, sweet.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Not a problem.
We'll take that. And we'll take that.
Ready when you are.
Right, I think I'll call it first episode there, folks. And screenshot for thumbnail. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this first episode, hit the like, subscribe for more. Feedback always welcome as per usual. And if you want a character in this, do let me know. There's unlimited numbers that you can have. You just have to pay in-game currency to hire them, so to speak. But yes, I shall hopefully see you all next time. Peace.